I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. You know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more.
It's the final.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the gun, it's Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That is his 951st NFL reception. So 49 away from 1,000, but 951. That ties him with Andre Reed.
Oh, I love the trigger there because Andre Reed caught the ball any part of the field and specialized in traffic, similar to what we've seen.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
He'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. To throw his Carr.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 18. And Antonio Brown yet to get back on his feet. Apparently shaking up that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chargers' 11-yard line.
Carr now to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Carr going to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is
down at the 27. and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 27. Throwing to start the drive.
Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And some room to roam now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too.
Herbert back to the air.
Flushed out right. Touchdown! Keenan Allen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st down, Carr. He's going to loft this one. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
It's a big play there for Vegas. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Uchenna Nwosu.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
2nd quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
And, Charles, this defense, you might say they're looking forward to a matchup like this. You like to get a team, I would imagine, when they're down, and this is a group that's lost 4 straight.
But their head coach made it very clear in his weekly media availability that everybody's a threat. We're not taking anyone lightly. He's making sure that we know that he's grinding his...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory.
A big play there for L.A.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, Herbert got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead. 7.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again?
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
It's a big play there for Vegas. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Carr. Looking end zone, but it's in.
Vision to jar that one free.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Herbert just beat the play clock. And this will be incomplete.
So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year, and we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch,
a rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big game that time for the Chargers.
already over.
And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
Dustin Hopkins is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Carr. Right side caught by Jackson. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Carr now on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Carr. Out to the left, that's where the tight end Moreau is. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Here's Carr to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Only 2 punts for him. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 32.
The ball's arriving, and there's a defender there. He just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.